Welcome to day 8. We are on Heart Connected, so our second day of the heart. So Heart Connected is connecting ourselves back to our heart, which is like, Erica, what are you talking about? The heart's right there. It's not disconnected. It's in my body. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm connecting. This video is to connect you back to your heart. How disconnected, and I want you to check in with yourself, how disconnected do you think that you have felt or think that you are from your heart? So think about it like this. Are you moving through your day, tasking and on autopilot and doing things, what's next, what's on the agenda, going to work, eating, sleeping, and you're just like in this robotic phase, right? You're in this thing where I'm just like getting things done, things have to be accomplished, next to the next to the next to the next. And we can operate and actually go through life without being connected to life. It's like when things like time goes by and you're like, whoa, I can't believe that was already like 2 months ago or something. Or time is just like, whoa, I don't even remember that happening, because you're not connected into the experience. You're sleeping through your experience. You're not awake for the experience. You're not connected to the experience. So this is connecting you back. This is kind of taking off the eye mask. This is connecting back to this center where you have all of your magic stored, all of your connectedness through your multidimensionality of all aspects of yourself. This is where you can tap into all of that knowing within inside of yourself. So it's connecting back to that space and to really start to ask yourself, am I moving through this lifetime, this time and space through awareness and through connection and through feeling in this aspect? How much in a day do you let yourself feel? When you wake up in the morning, I go through this too. When you wake up in the morning, are you immediately being like, what has to get done? Your alarm went off, shooting yourself out of bed, going to what the day has for you, what your schedule is? Are you even taking a moment in time to check into that heart and be like, God, how do I feel today? What's coming up? So this is really bringing you back into that practice of when you're lying in bed, when you're in the car in traffic, when you are walking, when you're talking to somebody, when you're at work, when you're on your lunch break, when you are on the phone with somebody. It's putting your hand on that heart space and connecting back to the heart, connecting back to feeling. Because we're not supposed to just be living from a space of like, I'm just working my way through life. That is how we get so disconnected. And that's how we feel so unraveled when we get to a point and we feel really lost within our life. We're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing? I feel such lack of purpose. I feel such lack of why I'm even here on earth. And you feel this overwhelmingly feeling of just like, what am I doing here? And it's because you're not connected. It's just because you're not connected. You're not feeling it. You're not being super present. So this is connecting you back to that presence, checking in with your heart space, checking in with how you're feeling, and letting yourself feel the array of emotions. And so when we get into the space of spirituality, or we get into the space of personal development and wanting to feel better and want to get more clarity and work on ourselves, we get into this trap of only wanting to feel the highest vibrations of emotions. And we only want to raise our frequency and raise our vibration. You're in this 30-day energy upgrade to be able to upgrade your energy. We want to be able to rise up and to feel lighter and to feel connected. But to go through that, to be able to do that, is to feel, to be able to feel what we have been carrying. What are you carrying on those bags and this heavy backpack of things that it's like our little lockbox of things that like we just don't want to revisit. We don't want to feel. We just keep on shoving things in there and just wanting to be like, I feel better. I'm going to self-soothe and do all these things. What are you not feeling? What are you carrying with yourself? What are you carrying? So it's like being able to take that backpack off, look at it, and be like, holy shit, I'm carrying a lot actually that I didn't realize. And let yourself feel those rays of emotions. Feel it. And we know this, feel it to heal it. It's so true, because we don't want to keep on bearing things. You don't want to just stay in these higher states, which eventually when you do, which is ironic, when you do let yourself go to the depths of things and you do let yourself feel all of those ranges of emotions, you actually let in more light and you let in more of those higher frequencies, because you were able to meet yourself in that space of being like, okay, what is it that I'm still holding on to? What is holding me down? Visualize yourself as that kind of rock that's you're sinking. And as you start to release different aspects of yourself, you're able to like float back to the surface again. That makes sense, you know? So it's going back to the connectedness and feeling the connection between you and your physical body, your heart space, and your connectedness even to the world around you. Because we're all one in these aspects. We're all connected to each other, whether we like it or not. We can look at someone and be like, oh, I don't want to be that way, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. And it's like realizing that we're all mirrors for each other's, and we're all aspects of the same source, right? We're just these different aspects of ourselves. So if we visualize and remember ourselves as being connected to everything around us, including nature, including other people, including, everything around us, we're connected to it. So when we forget and sever that connection, we feel very like, this is my experience, this is yours. And it's not. It's all connected. And even when you start to heal yourself in this lifetime, you're healing yourself in all other past lives, all of your other lineages, all your other aspects of your multidimensional self, because you are all connected in all space and time, all happening now. So it's getting back to the connectedness and remembering that you're meant to be connected to others, and you're meant to be in relation with others, and you're meant to feel. Believe me, I have spent the majority of my life not feeling, being very stoic with my experience, thinking that was me being tough. Where are you trying to still be tough? Toughen it out. Be strong. Be in the masculine. You have to let your emotions flow. Cry it out. Scream it out. Throw a pillow. Box it out. Go for a walk. Talk to somebody. Journal it out. You have to be able to move through them. So this transition is going to help you get connected to that connectedness. So today I want you to move through your day and just look at things from a different perspective and say, and try to visualize yourself even as like strings attached to people that you pass, or plants, or touching things, being more tactile with things, hugging people. Don't go up hugging a random person, but connect. Remember that you're connected. So just kind of go through the day connecting yourselves to things, to items, to beings, to plants, anything around you in your vicinity. How can you feel connected more? That's your task for today, is how can I get more connected to the world around me? And then in turn, get more connected to parts of myself. So you can close your eyes, keep them open in a relaxed state. I just want you to take a deep breath. Remember that you are not alone. You're not in this alone, because we all are connected. So this is refusing that together and pulling you back into all parts of yourself, connecting you back to the heart. Aistai sukuira tarai ushotarai mokoi shitarai sakai trui tarasa soya trai ora trai kuros shitarai tren mokoi sitrai teiterasai ai kotru susu kore tera itara takatira moe tai sashutro to kite itri tira state tarati tarati tarati. Uitere seta katare shutro mo kotere shutrai titire sukota de tis tuturu setai. Uritra povuturu setrai tere tu kote setrambo tuturu tar katare setai turu turu katare tro motre. Haitere setera tero tu kotere tere sete tere tere kitru tutri kitrai setai tarai tero tu tire setai. Ushisara to koetri mo koetri shutro mo koetri. Visualize these like as invisible threads connecting you to everything and everything across all time and space and dimension. And even when you look at your physical body, you think about your physical body, all aspects are connected. Even when you try to think about yourself in all different aspects, parts, in pieces of the body, of the energy body, of the chakras, do this and do that and do this part and then do this part. And you separate all of these things within yourself and those self around you. But in reality, remember that all these things that are connected are as one. So as you fix one piece, you fix another. As you heal yourself, you heal another. And that's really when the power starts to solidify, is that the power within yourself of what you're doing and in the time you're doing it and the intention and the connectedness that you're doing it is also affecting everyone and everything and the world around you. Beautiful. Now, move through your day feeling connected to everything and everything around you. Try to touch and explore and remember that. Remember the connectedness. Remember the connectedness within yourself. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.